Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a strong away win strategy that you can use on a daily basis to find teams where you can place an away win bet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the back testing of the strategy to show you how it has performed in the past and show you how you can actually import this strategy straight away into your account and start receiving alerts for games such as this where you can actually place away win bets. So the first thing to do is obviously have an account on footyamigo.com. So if this is the first time that you're hearing about Footy Amigo, it's the secret tool used by smart and profitable football bettors to beat the bookies on a daily basis by creating strategies that allows them to bet smart. So a strategy can be pre-match strategies or in-play strategy. So a pre-match strategy can be send me an alert when there is a match where the home team's average goal in the last 6 games played is over 2.5 goals and their home win percentage is more than 75%. So that is an example of a pre-match strategy. And an in-play strategy can be send me an alert when there is a match where the shot on target at 28 minutes is more than 6 and the score line is 0-0. So that is just an example of a pre-match and in-play strategy. So once you create your strategy, Footy Amigo will then send you a match alert to your phone so that you can then use the alert that you get to bet smart. So let's go back into this away win strategy and see how it works. These are the rules used for this strategy. Now we have blurred out 3 of the rules because this strategy can be imported straight away into your account from the betting systems page if you have a pro account. So if you click here, for example, you'll be able to see an in-depth explanation of the strategy, and you're going to be able to import the strategy into your account if you have a pro account on footyamigo.com. But let's just walk through the strategy and show you the previous results for the strategy. So I am doing something called backtesting, where I can actually backtest and see how a strategy has performed in the past before I even decide to stake a dime on it. So as of today, if I click on today's date, I can see that no game has been found today for this strategy based on the rules I set, right? So I'm going to go to a day like yesterday on the 16th, and I can see that on this day, if I was sent an alert for this strategy, all the games would have actually been a win because they all ended with a away win. So straight away, I can clearly see that for a strategy to have an 100% strike rate day, it tells me a lot that this strategy might actually be a very good strategy that has a high strike rate. So let's go to a day like on the 15th, because it's not about just checking one day. We need to check previous days and even a week or a month ago to see how the strategy has performed. So let's check a day like on the 15th to see how it performed on that day. So straight away, I can see that it has a lot of wins. So if I had been alerted for these games from this strategy, it would have just been wins, 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 wins. Now I can see a loss here and the game ended as 1-1. That's interesting. So what I can do is I can say to myself, maybe I want to exclude this league from my strategy. So in the future, I will not receive an alert from this league anymore. But I can say to myself that maybe it was just a very close game and 1-1 is not too bad. So I'm going to leave that league. So if I scroll down greens, I can see another loss here. So on this day, 14 games were found that actually meets my strategy, and 12 of them were a win and only 2 were a loss. That alone is a very high strike rate strategy, whereby if you were sent 14 games and 12 of them actually ended as a win, and if you placed an away win bet, it actually came through, that just says a lot. Because if you can get a strategy that has a 70% or 80% or 90% strike rate, you are almost like somebody who has a license to print money. So let's go back to a day like on the 14th, for example. So as I can see, no games were actually found on this day for my strategy. So let's go back to a day like on the 13th, and I can see same thing. And if I go to on a day like on the 12th, no game was actually found. Now, the reason is because on these days, there were no games or no teams that actually meets the rules that I've set. So let's go to a day like on the 11th and see So on this day, 2 games were found, and if I'd received an alert for these 2 games, it would have been a win if I placed an away win bet. So let's go to a day like on the 10th. So as you can see, on this day, the strategy found 2 games, and if I was sent an alert for these games on this day, I would have actually won. So this backtest feature allows me to be able to go back days, weeks, months, or even a year back to see how a strategy would have performed even before I place a dime on it in real life, so that I can just see how strong a strategy is. So we can go back months or days. Let's actually go back to a month like November and pick a random day, 23rd, and see. So on this day, for example, all wins. If I was sent an alert for these games on this day, it would have all been a win. So let's find another day. Let's say 16, no result was found on that day, and let's say 17th. So if I was sent these 2 games on this day, I would have won. So we can go as far back as we want, months back, or even a year back to see how a strategy would have actually performed. Let's just do one more for the fun of it. Let's find a random day. Let's say September 16th. 1 game was found on this day, and if I'd placed an away win bet, it would have been a win. So you can go as far back as you want, a week, a month, or a year, 6 months back, and you can see how strong this strategy is. And because it is an away win bet, the odds are always very high for that. So if you're interested in actually getting that strategy, all you have to do is navigate to your betting systems page on your footyamigo.com account, and you click on this system called the over 95% away win system, and you'll be able to watch a video that actually shows and explain that system properly, and you're going to be able to import that strategy, this exact strategy. You're going to be able to import that into your account, and you can start to receive alerts from the strategy. Let's go back to yesterday to see how that strategy performed. So 16th, for example, if you were sent all these games on 16th, it would have been a win for the strategy. So to import the strategy, just navigate to your betting system on your Footy Amigo account and click on the over 95% away win system, and you'll be able to import the strategy straight into your account. Now, the rules used in the strategy will automatically be imported into your account once you import the strategy from the betting systems page. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I wish you all the best with this strategy. Let's win.